Hi everybody. So tired. Haven't even gotten this thing off yet. You coming?
Oh. Good morning.
So, hey!
Don't talk to me before coffee.
I haven't got my coffee yet.
You can see we're a little disheveled today.
There's coffee on the ground.
Your hair.
Ooh, yeah, a little.
Oh man, I'm crying.
Alright, let's roll around here. And we're back. Much better. Oh gosh. Hey, while she recuperates,
I'm crying.
thank you for joining in today. You can see we have our bedtime attire on. If it's wintertime.
And I got my coffee. Oh.
And yes, our hair is a mess.
We're tired.
But it all has a point because, by the way, welcome,
Michaela.
Michael.
This is the good life.
We want to give you some awesome tips on how to prevent being sleep deprived. Sleep deprivation hits a ton of us, and how often we have stuff in our lives that takes so much energy away that we can never recuperate. That's how a lot of us feel. Whether it be your job or your family or your kids or sports or travel or whatever you deal with on a daily basis, if we don't get that good sleep and relax and have time for our bodies to reset, we're gonna look like this.
Yeah, you're just not going to be functioning well, and you're not going to feel well, and you're going to be delusional or unhealthy or unhappy. And yes, there are circumstances that don't allow for you to get probably as much sleep as possible, aka being parents of newborn children or infants for that matter, or just children. Some parents tell me that have older children, you'll sleep again in 18 years. So, despite that, we need to do what we can within our own power to try to get as much rest and sleep as possible. Because let's face it, when you're laying in bed, there are times where you're actually sleeping, and then there are times where you're getting rest. But are you getting restful sleep?
Right.
Because that is really important for making sure that you do wake up and you don't look like we just did.
All right, so out there, the typical sleep is 7 to 9 hours on average that the recommended amount is for you to get each day. What they don't tell you is that a lot of the times, especially with families or with new kids, newborns, 7 to 9 hours is not gonna happen all at once.
Yeah.
But if you can and have the ability to sleep and break that up if you need to, do so. They say that with kids too, and something that we practiced with our boys was that, yeah, we know we're not going to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep, but maybe we get 4 or 5, and then we take a nap later, or take a little rest if you need to take that rest, so that you're still in that 24-hour span getting 7 to 9 hours.
Absolutely. Another recommendation that we have that works for us, this I know is not going to work for everybody, and there are definitely mamas and daddies out there that follow an attachment parenting method, which they'll probably skim right over this, and this won't be something for them. But we say keep your bed yours. It is so hard when you allow children to come from their room into your safe space and sleep with you, and then a habit is developed almost instantly. Then their safe space is now your room and not just their room. And obviously they're gonna feel more comfortable and loved and happy and cuddly when they're laying in your bed with you guys. But we say keep them separate. Their bedroom is theirs. That's their safe space. That's where they sleep. Set the mood for them in there so that they get good sleep, and allow yourselves and you guys to have your own space stay yours.
And the same thing can be said with pets too. We know how awesome, we have a dog, Kaya, she's a silver lab. We know how awesome she is, and she is a part of our family. But having her in the bed is a no-no for us. We're not gonna get good sleep. And it doesn't matter the size of a dog. You could have sometimes the cats or the little dogs are the most, they move the most at night.
Intrusive, yeah.
Because they want to be as close and tucked in
They're
with
like
you as
laying
possible.
on your face, and like the cats are purring at you. It's just, it's distractions.
So if you have that difficulty and you are sleep deprived, make sure you're looking at that, because that may be a factor that's keeping you from sleeping well.
Yeah, so prolactin is a hormone that is actually in a woman's body when she's pregnant, which is why she sleeps so much and needs so much sleep. Not only is she literally growing an eyeball, but she also has prolactin in her body, which is it's a release within your body. It's a hormone that helps you sleep. So one thing that is really helpful is to have sexy time prior to bed. More than once a month. Like, we're saying religiously or often, because
you hear that? Religiously.
then you're sleeping better. Beep. Let's take a break and go. We'll be right back. No. Because then you're getting that good quality sleep constantly, which we're saying, prolactin is released in your body, you fall asleep faster, and then you stay asleep better if you have that hormone raging through your body. So, and that only specifically happens after you have a happy ending. So you have to have a happy ending in order for that to be released.
Yeah, you do.
Moving on.
Moving on. All right, the next one, CBD or melatonin. They work so well if you are sleep deprived and you are looking for a natural way instead of taking a pill or popping something to keep you asleep or actually to fall asleep. CBD helps so well. There's one that we use, but if you use CBD in other aspects of your life for pain or whatever, it works perfect. And making sure melatonin is a part of that too, to make sure that you're getting that sleep and falling asleep naturally.
I will add to that though, two things. The CBD we're using right now, we'll put it in the show, we'll link it in the show notes, but it's called Malibu Wave. I really do absolutely love it. So that's just what I've been using recently. I was using something prior to that and then decided to start trying Malibu Wave, and I really do love it. They have a really great salve that I'll put like on my low back when I'm pregnant, or you can use it on other body parts, and it absorbs into your bloodstream, so it actually will hit every part of your body. But if you put it in certain areas like your wrists and different things within your body, it'll also localize the CBD to that place to pull out some inflammation, help you sleep better if maybe like you have a knee or your neck or something's really bothering you and it kind of causes you to wake up in the middle of the night because you feel it or it's painful. CBD can be really great for that. It also just helps relax you. It decreases anxiety and depression. There's so many things that CBD does physiologically and internally that we are just big advocates for it because we've seen how much it helps us personally. Yeah. It might not be for you, but why not give it a shot if you're not sleeping well or if you can't shut your brain off when you go to bed at night, right?
Yes. So another one on the complete opposite side of CBD is caffeine. Coffee, tea, whatever caffeine you like. Making sure, she likes coffee, I like coffee. Making sure that you refrain from drinking coffee past 2 p.m. Right around that time, depending on how long or when you go to bed. Because coffee has a half-life and it still is working through you. So that allows your body to work through the half-life and make sure that it's dissipated so that it's not preventing you from sleeping. So often to people who have sleeping issues are drinking coffee past that and they're wondering why they're not falling asleep. It's because your body doesn't want to fall asleep. It's amped up because it's got caffeine in it.
Yep. And I do have a lot of women specifically, just because I work with a lot of women that tell me like, oh, coffee doesn't affect me like that. And I'm like, well, that's weird. Then why do you need 5 cups of coffee every single day? Because you're so tired. Because you're drinking it so late in the day, and then you're not sleeping well. Even if you think you're sleeping decently, you're waking up in the morning and you're feeding yourself caffeine, constantly pumping it in. And then again, it's a vicious cycle because then you're not sleeping again. And then you need it. Like, I get it. I get those feelings of feeling like you need it. But you have to find something else to replace that coffee, because not only does it have that sustainability of going into the evening and caffeinating you and keeping you up, even if you don't know you're like consciously awake, because you probably aren't, you're probably sleeping, you're just not in like a deep sleep, or your REM, like you're not getting good quality sleep. But also a lot of caffeine and coffee it's gonna harm your adrenal glands, and you're gonna wind up crashing hormonally on so many other levels, which then is also going to leave you feeling depleted, lethargic, tired. It's gonna cause you to not lose weight as easily or build muscle as easily. There's a lot of different things that come into play when you are over caffeinating yourself. So I specifically take clients in, and the first thing we do is we detox from coffee for 7 days, 5 to 7 days. And so many people are like, but can I keep my coffee? Can I keep my coffee? No, what if I do black coffee? No, it's still the same thing. So make sure that you're balancing that out.
And it works the same with tea as well. Another one is making sure, another tip is waking up at the same time, being consistent. If you're not working to try to get up earlier, once you hit that peak or that time that you want to get up every day, sticking with that and keeping that routine, get your body in the rhythm to stay up at the same time, to get up at the same time, and to feel and get your body ready for the day. Consistency is super important in everything, and it's the same with sleep routines.
Yes. Speaking of sleep routines, not only should you be waking up at the same time every day to get you on a good cadence, but also making sure that you're doing things every single night to prep you and prep your body for relaxation and a deep sleep. So you've probably heard it before, but stay away from blue lights. If you have to see or look at blue light later into the evening, get some blue light blocking glasses. They're a big craze right now, but they actually work. And if you find ones that they do the tests and they show this doesn't let the blue light through these lenses, it can be really beneficial for you to make sure that you're not getting that blue light into your body. Also, making sure that you are doing things that are going to physiologically relax you. So taking a bath, just winding down, taking your CBD, reading, doing different things like that that are going to set your body up to be in the best state for sleep.
So the last one, again, very important for overall health in general, not just sleeping, is exercising. Making sure that you are, again, as consistent with exercising as you are with going to bed at the same time, waking up at the same time, nutrition. Fitness is super beneficial for health. If you are keeping your body right and healthy, everything else follows.
Your brain follows, everything follows when you're eating well and exercising regularly. Like we mentioned earlier, hormonally things change and are different and are better for you if you are exercising regularly compared to if you are not.
So get your Z's, people. Super important.
You don't want to look like this.
No, you don't want to be wearing this thing with the little butthole in the back there. Butthole? with the butt thing in the back.
Wait.
The flap. The butt flap. Yes.
So get your sleep, people. Make sure that you are decreasing caffeine. Find a CBD that you love. We will link the one that we love below. Make sure that you are winding down and putting away those devices and screens a couple hours prior to bed. Otherwise, get yourself some of those blue light glasses. And just make sure you are prioritizing your rest and sleep. 7 to 9 hours.
Do it. We look forward to hearing how well you do with those tips.
And
talk to you next time.
Talk to you next time.